Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I'm back for another iOS accessible game video. This time we were taking a look at a game called Round Logic, and I forget what the original name of this game is. I've seen it in several different forms and patterns, but Round Logic is this, it's like a pig jumping game where you have, in this case, a cross-shaped pattern of these little dots, and then you start with one open dot in the middle, and then you are jumping. You're choosing like a set of pins to move over, like to jump into that blank area, and you want to be. And every time you jump a pin or a dot, you take that jumped dot away. I remember playing this when I was really young. We had this triangle shaped board, and those were little pegs that you would put in. I remember I don't remember if it was a triangular one or if it was another shape, but it was basically the same thing, but instead of pegs, they were little magnets. And then I've seen the square ones, I've seen cross-shaped ones, so this has been around for a long time, and this is just a neat little voiceover accessible version of those games. And I've played a couple rounds of this so far. It's pretty straightforward, but let's hop into
Round
it
logic.
here.
Double tap to
So
open.
round logic. Here we
Round logic.
start at the top.
32. Possible moves 4.
So possible moves 4.
Time elapsed.
So you're 32, that's how many pegs you start with, or dots.
Time elapsed 2 minutes 22 seconds.
Time elapsed, so that's going to be whatever because I left the app open.
Restart button.
So we can restart.
Help button.
And let's go to help first because I was playing it one way when I started. I didn't even look at the help because I knew conceptually how to play it. But you can play this with or without VoiceOver. It's actually very low vision friendly. I like the dark background and the light colored dots for the pegs or whatever you call them. And yeah, this is very low vision friendly. I do wish that I could mute the audio. I didn't see any settings to do that because this is a game that I could see well enough that I was listening to either an audiobook or a podcast when I was playing this the other day. And as soon as I moved and it made a sound, it cut off what I was listening to. This is, like I said, because this is so low vision friendly as well, I would love to see an option to not only mute the game, but not have it interfere with another background app, because I could play this with VoiceOver audibly or I could play it visually. But let's go into help here.
Help button.
And it just gives you some instructions here how to play.
Objective heading. The goal of round logic is to remove all circles from the board except one. As an added challenge, the idea is to leave the last circle in the center hole.
Yeah, good luck.
The board is like a cross, not a grid. The center hole at D4 is initially empty. This is why circles start appearing at A3 and not A1, and once you get to higher rows, coordinates 1 and 2 are possible.
Right.
How to play. Heading. 1. You play by making a series of valid moves. 2. A valid move consists of a circle jumping over an adjacent circle into an empty hole, causing the circle that was jumped over to be removed. 3. Moves can be made horizontally or vertically, but not diagonally.
Not diagonally, that's the key in this.
Moving the circles. Heading. To make a move, tap on one of the fill circles. You can also swipe a circle in any direction to try to move it.
So it's telling you how to do it visually without VoiceOver. You can tap, and then I was doing this dialogue thing, and that was really tedious. So I'm glad I looked. But you know what? It's actually really friendly though, because if you also have a motor impairment, you can literally tap the dot that you want, and then if you have one move, it'll just be like move right or move down. But if you want to do, if there are multiple moves available for that dot, it'll just put them in a list. So, if you were physically unable to drag, to do a drag gesture, you can still play this game. So it is low vision, blind, and mobility friendly, I would argue.
If you use VoiceOver, convenient row directions are also available for each circle. You can also scroll any circle with 3 fingers in any of the 4 directions.
So that's what I do.
Double tap with 2 fingers to know how many circles there are and the possible moves. End of game. Heading.
So basically, you can take, instead of swiping with one finger, just like when you scroll in a menu or a list or on the home screen, you can take 3 fingers and scroll. So you touch the circle or dot that you want to move, and then you just flick with 3 fingers in the direction that you want to move it. It actually works really well. So
the game ends when no more valid moves can be made.
Right.
Try to leave only 1 circle on the board.
Yeah, the lowest I've got is 4, unfortunately. I've never gotten to 1 yet.
Objective.
We'll
heading.
see how badly I do here. Okay, so
32.
let's start over.
Button.
That way
Restart.
we'll kill our... Well, I guess the time doesn't really matter because I'm going to be explaining. So, again, Explore by Touch is your best friend here. I would not dream of playing this just flicking left and right. It would be slow and tedious. You could, but it would take forever. So on the far left, kind of about halfway down the screen,
blue circle, C1. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap
you
to
have
activate.
C1,
Blue circle, D1.
D1,
Swipe blue circle, E1. Swipe up or down to select a
E1.
custom action. Blue circle, A3. Swipe up or down
So
to select a custom action, then double tap to
A3,
activate.
you do not have A1, B1, A2, and B2. Again, it's a cross shape. So think about a grid, but you've literally disabled kind of the 4 corners of it. So you just have to get used to the feel. Again, Explore by Touch. You kind of just have to develop muscle memory on kind of where on the screen things are, and then all those things up above they're just above in the center. They're literally right above
blue circle, A3.
A3. So
button.
There's my restart.
Help button.
To the right of that is help, and yeah. So let's play this game. The middle one, as he said,
empty, D4.
D4. So I need to either take something from
blue circle, D2. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to
and
activate.
go right into D4, or I can take
blue circle, D6. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap
and
to
go
activate.
left to D4, or
blue circle, B4. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double
B4
tap
to
to activate.
D4,
blue
or
circle,
of course,
F4. Swipe up or blue circle, F4.
F4
Swipe up or down to select a
to
custom action, then
D4.
double tap to activate.
So, again, good way to learn, good way to practice, Explore by Touch and navigating the layout of your screen. So now that I've explained, now let's go ahead, and I'm going to do this partially visually, but I'll pause and kind of let you hear the coordinates so you hear what it is I'm doing. And I'm really not going to talk all that much here. We're just going to restart, and we'll that way the timer will restart. And we'll see how low I can get. We'll try a round or two. So
restart button.
Restart.
Restart.
Okay.
Blue circle, D2. Swipe empty, D2.
Okay.
Empty, D3. Empty, D2. Empty, D3. Blue circle, D5. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate. Empty, D5. Blue circle, B4. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double empty, B4. Blue circle, D4. Swipe up empty, D4.
What if
blue circle, C2. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, empty,
I swipe
C2.
right. Then
blue circle, A3. Swipe up or down, blue circle, C4. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, blue circle, C1. Swipe up or down to select a custom action,
right.
then double tap to activate.
I keep forgetting to
empty,
tell you which
C1.
direction I'm swiping here. So let's take
blue circle, D1.
Let's
Swipe
swipe
up or
to
down
the
to select
right
a custom action,
here.
then double tap to activate. Empty, D1, empty, C1, empty, D1.
See here how where the
empty,
empties are
D2.
now?
Empty, C2. Blue circle, E1. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to
I can
activate.
take
blue
this
circle,
one,
A5. Swipe up or down
left.
to select a custom action, then double tap empty, A5. Blue circle, D3.
I can
Swipe
take
up or down to select a custom action,
that
then
one and
double tap to
swipe
activate.
up.
Empty, D3. Empty, blue circle, A3.
Now I can take
Swipe up or down to select a custom action,
A3
then
and
double tap to
swipe
activate.
down.
Empty, A3.
Now, most of my left and top are empty, except for a couple here.
Blue circle, B5. Swipe
Let's
up or down
swipe
to
that
empty,
down,
B5.
and then we'll
Blue
take
circle, C7. Swipe up or down to select a
swipe
custom action,
left.
empty, C7.
Now, how am I gonna? I need to get back up to. Okay, let's do this.
Blue circle, F3. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
Swipe up.
Empty, F3.
Then I can
Blue
take
circle, E1.
E1.
Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double empty,
Swipe
E1.
to the right. And I'm just winging it here, guys. So,
Blue circle, F4. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate. Blue circle, E4. Swipe up or down to select empty,
there to the left. I want to get some of these back ones done because otherwise I'm screwed.
Blue circle, E6.
Let's
Swipe up or
swipe
down to
that
select a custom
left.
empty, E6. Blue circle, G5.
Swipe
Swipe
this
up or down
one
to select a custom
up.
action, then double tap to activate empty, G5.
Swipe
Blue circle,
this
E7.
one up.
Swipe up or down to empty, E7.
And then
Blue circle, G3. Swipe up or down to select a custom action,
swipe
empty,
that one
G3.
to the right. So we've got a couple corners that we need to get this stuff into the middle more, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that.
Blue circle, D5.
Swipe
Swipe
that
up or
down.
down to select empty, D5. Blue circle,
Then I
G5.
can swipe this
up or down
back
to select a custom
up.
action, then double tap to empty,
Now we got
G5.
stuff out of the corner. If I get
Blue
this
circle, F4.
up.
Empty, F4.
Pooey. I have too many spread out. Well, actually, let's see. If I go
Blue
this
circle, C3.
down,
Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap. Blue circle, E2.
Then I go to
Swipe
the
up or down to
right.
select a custom action, then double tap empty, E2.
Then I go
Blue circle, E4.
to the
Swipe
right
up or down to select a custom action, then
again.
double tap to activate empty, E4.
And oh, balls. If I go
Blue circle,
up.
E6. Swipe up or down to select a custom empty, E6.
Oh
Blue
man.
circle, C6. Swipe up or down to empty, C6.
I am gonna have one left. It's not gonna be in the middle.
Blue circle, C4. Swipe up or down.
Oh no, two
Game
left.
over. Press the restart button in the bottom part of the screen when you want to start a new game. 4 minutes 24 seconds. Circles left, 2.
Oh.
Okay, button.
That was really good. Yeah, no, I was that one in the corner. The problem is you got to get the ones. You want to get things to the middle as well as you can because then you can kind of juggle them back and forth.
Okay, button.
Let's do one
2.
more.
Restart button. Restart.
I'll probably do worse. But we'll start with
Blue circle, D6. Swipe
We'll
up or
swipe
down to select a
left.
custom action, then double tap to activate empty, D6.
and then we will
Blue circle, B5. Swipe up or
swipe
empty,
down.
B5. Blue circle, B3. Swipe up or down
Swipe
to select a
right.
custom empty, B3. Blue circle, A5. Swipe up or down to select a custom empty, A5. Blue circle, A3. Swipe up or down to select a custom
right
empty,
again.
A3. Blue circle,
Let's
B5.
swipe up.
Swipe up or down to select empty, blue circle, A5. Swipe up or down
Okay,
to
the
select a custom
top is
action, empty,
cleared.
A5. Blue circle, D3.
Now
Swipe
let's
up or down
swipe
to
that
select a
to the
custom
right.
empty, D3. Blue circle, D1.
D1,
Swipe up or down
we'll
to
swipe
select a custom
that
action,
to the
then double tap to
right.
activate empty, D1.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to backfire? I have 2 rows that I need to unclog.
Blue circle, C1. Blue circle, E1. Swipe
C
up or
and
down to select a
E
custom action, then double tap to activate.
are both completely filled up right now. So let's fix that.
Blue circle, D3.
Let's
Swipe
go
up or down
up.
to select a custom action, then double tap empty, D3.
Then I can get rid of that.
Blue circle, C1. Swipe
Go
up
to
or
the
down to select a
right.
custom action, empty, C1. Blue circle, F3. Swipe up
Go
or down to
up.
select a custom action, then double tap to blue circle, E1. Swipe up or down to select empty,
Okay, the
E1.
left is gone, pretty much. Now, at least...
Blue circle, E4. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate. Empty, E4.
Well, swipe to the left there. I need to get that... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this, go to the left.
Empty, F5.
We're going to swipe up here.
Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap empty. Blue circle, E2.
Swipe up or down to the right here.
Then double tap to activate.
Or no, let's leave that for now. Let me think. Let's get
blue circle, G5.
Swipe to the left.
Down to select a custom action, then double tap empty, G5.
Because then I can pull
blue circle, D3. Swipe up or
down
down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
Then
empty,
I can
D3.
pull
blue circle, G3.
G3
swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate. Empty, G3. Blue circle, E2.
Then
swipe
I
up
can
or down to select a custom action,
let's leave that for now.
Blue circle, B3.
Let's go
swipe
down
up or down
there.
To select a custom empty, B3.
Blue
circle, C5.
Swipe let's swipe to the left C5. There. Ooh, this is gonna be...
Blue circle, C7.
We'll go like empty, to C7. The left.
Blue circle, E7.
Let's get this back row out.
E7.
Okay, uh-oh. I think I just screwed myself over.
Blue circle, E5.
Because... Oh dear. Yeah. I did that wrong because I have no way. I have a lot of vertical, but I don't have... No, I don't have a lot of horizontal movement available. I think I screwed myself over, guys. We're going to do worse this time, I think.
Blue circle, E2.
So let's go to the right here.
Then double tap to activate empty, E2. Blue circle,
go to the right here.
Swipe up or down to empty, E4. Blue circle, E7.
Left here.
Swipe up or down, empty, E7.
Yep.
Blue circle, C3. Game over. Press the restart button in the bottom part of the screen when you want to start a new game. 3 minutes 54 seconds. Circles left, 3. Okay. Button.
That's still good.
3.
That is still logic. Good.
Double page 2 of 4.
So, a little faster, but one more dot or circle on the board. So that's really all there is to it. Round logic. It is, again, it's very low vision friendly. It is voiceover friendly. It is one finger friendly. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to play a full game, but let me go back into it here. Let me start a new game because I showed you the swiping way to do it. But what you can do, let's start over. Now, again, we start with our circle at D.
D4.
D4 is open, but let's say I go to
blue circle, B4.
B4.
Swipe up or down to select a custom action,
now, if I double tap,
blue circle, select your move. Select your move.
It pops up a dialog box.
Cancel button. Move down button.
Move down.
Move down.
That's the
button.
only option I have. Because that's the only
C4.
valid move I have. Now I can go and find,
blue
I can
circle,
drag
D4.
my finger.
Blue circle, C2. Actions, blue circle, C3. Empty, C4.
So let's say that I wanted to move
blue circle, C2.
Actions C2 available. To the right. I double tap.
Blue circle, select your move. Select your move. Move right button. Cancel. Move right button.
That's the only move I have.
Blue circle, C4. Swipe up or down to select a custom action, then double tap to activate.
Now what I can also do is they said...
Blue circle, E2. Swipe up or down to select a custom... Move down. Move left. Move right. Move up. Move right. Move left. Move right.
So all I'm doing is flicking up and down via the action rotor. So you literally, if you have VoiceOver, you have 3 different ways to move the pieces. The menu to me is the most clunky way, but I appreciate that it's there because it's a perfect way to do it if you have, again, let's say a motor disability or something. But then you can do it via the rotor and choose your direction, or you can take your 3-finger flick. So again, this is just a very straightforward, very simple, but I mean, it's like I said, I haven't played these types of games in years, but it's been kind of fun coming back to it. Simple is not a bad thing. This is a perfect little time killer, you know? I used to play these quite a bit as a kid. So the main things I would love to see is a, a a mute option. I already had my phone muted. I forgot that I had it muted, so you didn't hear any little sound effects. But there's minor little sound effects like little clicks and whooshes or whatever. But to be able to mute that in game or have it so that I can still have music or an audio book or podcast playing in the background, that would be a welcome feature because then I probably would play this visually while I'm doing something. I could add it to my list of games that I can play on my phone while I'm listening to something. Just a nice mindless little distraction. Um, Otherwise, yeah, I really can't think of anything as far as, oh, well, not anything as far as accessibility improvements, but maybe other shapes of boards. Maybe have a traditional triangle one that I remember. You could do one of those. You could do a square and just have the middle. I don't know. Just think of maybe even like a three or just adding a few different shapes. You could even I could see even like I said just charging 99 cents or something just so the developer gets a little money or something. But there you go. Was it Round Logic? I forget even the name of it right now.
Blindness folder. 33 apps. Page 3 of Round Logic.
Yeah, Round Logic. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I liked it, and I'm going to keep this one on my phone and keep playing it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, twitch.tv/illegally-cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.